Hi everybody, my name is Logan and I'm going to show you what I did for my very first project this year. This right here is what I did, and I'm going to show you how I did it and if I could change something, what I did, where I got stuck, and everything in between. Um, so first off, I did a typography project, and to be honest, I didn't really like how it turned out. I wish I would have used a different tutorial to help me get my final project, but alright, so I'm going to show you how I did this. First, you want to import your, I'm going to do this in a very smaller version. You want to import your photo, and you want to make sure that it's a black background photo. It makes it to where only the person or whatever you're going to use is just text. So you want a black background photo. Since your photo is just a photo, you need to make it to where there's not so much detail into the photo. So the first thing that you want to do is go to Filter, Noise, and you want to go Dust and Scratches. And I wouldn't do very much with the radius. That's an odd picture, but 7, that's probably good. To make it to where it's almost blurry, but it really didn't do anything. So let's try that again. There we go. So see how it's a little bit like blurrier? Anyway, after that you want to go to Layer, New Fill Layer, Solid Color. And you could name that, we'll just go colorful. Push OK, and then you select black for your over cover. And OK. So now over your photo you have just this black. Okay, this is where you start your typing. I use the Garamond font, I think that's what it was called. And the first thing that you really want to do is make sure that you have enough text. Make sure it's covered the whole thing, not just where your picture's at, and make sure you have a lot of it. But you can play with the horizontal, vertical. You want to change italic, regular, bold. You can change size and everything in between. I'm going to show you what mine looked like, what my text looked like when I got done. So once you have all of your text, what you need to do with every single text layer that you have, which that's where it gets hard because you have all these individual layers of text, and with every individual layer you need to go to Layer, Layer Style, Drop Shadow. You need to do this with every individual layer. You want to make pull this over all the way to 100. Your angle needs to be at 90. And your distance should be 5, your spread should be 5, and so should your size. And that's what you need to do. Just push OK. But you need to do this with every single, oops, I did it on the wrong thing. You need to do this with every single text layer that you have. And then once you have all your text layers with the drop shadow, merge them. And what I recommend is duplicating your merged text layer a couple times. Make sure you need at least 2, but just in case you mess up, I'd have extras, and you can just push the eyeball, little thing, eyeball thing here, and make sure that it's not there. So then you just have your two text layers. With one text layer, you need to go to Filter, Blur, and then you need to go to your, I think it's pronounced Gaussian blur. You click that and you'd go to about, you don't want to, this is normal. I would say only about 0.7 would be a good one. And once that's where it needs to be, you would have, sorry, let me show you this. So you'd have it like where one is blurry and one's not, to make it more, there's more depth with the text. To create this, it's pretty much like the outlining of your photo. I know it looks weird right now, but you need to go Distort and Displace. And everything here is right. You need your horizontal scale to be 15, your vertical scale to be 15, and your displacement map needs to be stretched to fit, and undefined areas needs to be wrapped around. Push OK, and you'll get where you need to upload a file. This is where you need to just your picture, just this picture right here. You need to upload it into a whole nother Photoshop. Like you'd have to do File New, and then you'd have to put your picture, upload your picture, just the picture, nothing else but the picture, with the black background. And you need to go and, one second, sorry, I'm trying to find this, and make it a PSD file, which is a Photoshop file. And you'd push open, and it'd create your odd little shape here, and it's basically the shape of your photo. Now you take your photo, drag it on top of your text layers, and your blending mode, which is right here, and you need to find one that makes it fit the picture. Now unfortunately I didn't find the perfect one, and mine didn't have the right detail. If you guys have any suggestions for me, I'd love it. But I'll show you what tutorial I did use, and it was at this site right here, and they have lots of tutorials, lots of very good tutorials. But this picture right here is what my photo is supposed to look like. To have the blending mode, I don't have light burn, so I didn't have the right one to make it look exactly like the photo, unfortunately. So I kind of got this odd looking weird thing, and that's pretty much it. I really would like some suggestions, if you guys have them, to help me with this, and I hope I helped with something. But thanks, guys.